The full moon became like blood. And the great mountain burning with fire. The strong as the sea. And the rays from the bottomless pit. Of the bottomless pit.
Yeah, of course you do. You're a doctor. You got this all worked out, don't you? What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? You can't run, not alone. You don't know how. You certainly can't hide, not from people like this. With the resources they have, you won't make it to sundown. So what's that leave you? You can go public, sure. You can go loud. Call your sister, because that worked out well for you. Call some ex-roommate. Call a guy that knows a guy at the Washington Post. Put it online, because you know what? You blow me off, that's the only plug you've got. But you better ask yourself this. Could you ever say it loud enough, fast enough, that they'd be too afraid to finish what they started?
With precise geographic target information. All this with revolutionary advances in geospatial technology and a $3.8 million price tag.
My name is Captain Catherine Platt, and I'm a Predator sensor operator.
Commandeering the use of drones to be used on American soil in American airways, and primarily to create the next large step toward the electronic concentration camp.
Okay guys, Stone Guy 223 here. I'm usually not a conspiracy theorist, but coming home from a match. I'm in South Georgia, coming out of Alabama. Check this shit out. UN. Coming out of Alabama. UN trucks. No identification on, just UN trucks.
Control the flow of weapons, control the conflict.
No, the IBBC is a bank. Their objective isn't to control the conflict. It's to control the debt that the conflict produces. You find this upsetting, yes? But this is the very essence of the banking industry. To make us all, whether we be nations or individuals, slaves to debt.
call this class American History X.
EBC is a bank. Their objective isn't to control the conflict. It's to control the debt that the conflict produces. You see, the real value of a conflict, the true value, is in the debt that it creates. You control the debt, you control everything.
Tired of talking to experts who've never left the Beltway. It's time to see the front lines.
Look.
You hearing that?
You expecting anything?
In this weather without a heads up?
Well, it's definitely getting closer.
She's gonna clear us here.
Who the hell is it?
I don't know.
Get eyes on it, okay?
Yeah.
These innocent guys, you know? You can't just go rounding people up because they're foreigners. This town used to open up for people. It's become a police thing. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything about it.
Let me be the first to tell you, your government surrendered this war a long fucking time ago.
I would say one thing to you, Judge, and that's they're never going to solve this problem on the supply side. As long as that demand is out there in our cities, Mexico bashing is not going to do a damn thing for you.
We in the legal drug business, and I mean Merck and Pfizer and the rest of my very important clients, realize that we're not fighting a war here with a traditional winner and loser.
I don't know that you can win this war. I mean, everybody says we want to declare war on drugs, but, you know, if you have 25% of high school seniors who are using drugs, if you reduce that to 10, that's a great improvement. And I'll congratulate you. That'd be a phenomenal achievement. But you'd still have 10% habitually using drugs.
Can I get a scotch and soda, please?
The price of coke and heroin has dropped, but purity has increased, so all this law enforcement has really achieved is that kids get better stuff cheaper.
The education and rehabilitation, prevention, that's not significant to these reporters. They want to see people in prison. They want to see the gory act.
We're coordinating troop movements in Afghanistan, long-term tactical formations.
Yeah.
Illegal missions unsanctioned by the UN, that's why it's all hush-hush.
Jack, the audio file you recorded, we can use it to expose Suvorov. We can use the CTU servers to distribute it to every government agency and media outlet.
President Taylor's already censored the press. NSA's putting up firewalls.
Arlo's working on getting through them right now. The president can't lock down every media outlet.
The Bible says that God sent the plagues as warnings to the Pharaoh to let his people do. What is he supposed to be saying here?
Yeah, well, maybe it's not for man.
Pharaoh's sorcerers used their own magic to match God, plague for plague, evil against good.
Who is responsible? Satan?
You've read on the origin of the species by means of natural selection by Charles Darwin. Oh, don't be thrown by the title. He had some most fascinating things to say. Chilling things. Mr. Darwin spent time studying aboriginals. He claims we are at bottom one and the same. No.
Next. Go ahead. Next. Next. Next.
What's the book about? He was writing about the Taiwanese government's systematic use of the Chinese mob. The gangs sell drugs and use the money to buy arms in other countries, including the United States. They create fear by spying on their own people, laundering money, even killing political dissidents.
Really quickly about this flag. This flag is not that old. This flag is the symbol of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer pride. So maybe all of you could help me read what it says out loud in the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Flag is what fulfills me and what fulfills the vision I have of the world.
Really cognizant not to offend people, and they're really careful when they get up to preach to people that everybody leaves out there feeling really good. Preachers refuse to preach on the coming of Jesus Christ. Where's the urgency? I have never seen America in the place where we are right now. If you think that all the persecution is going to remain in Iraq against the Christians, you better think again. It's already coming into this country right now. If we don't tell people what they need to hear, God's going to hold us accountable, and their blood will be on our hands. Whenever we preach, we've got to preach with an urgency in our voice that we need to be right with God if anything should happen to us.
Spirit of the Antichrist world, and it's now. It's not next month. It's not next year. It's now. We are in the Revelation days now.
And